This week on Primo's Truth About Hunting.
Ain't nothing like a hometown bucket.
Hunting the Mississippi Delta.
That is a flash hunt.
Holy moly!
That's a fine deer.
These are gutting.
If he jumped the log, I had no shot.
Man, that was fun, boy.
A beautiful 8-point buck.
I was getting in there blind. Can't say big buck, get ready.
Welcome to the woods, y'all. Down home with the boys. Here we go.
It's a natural high out back in the country. Trophy rack in my sights, bragging rights on my buddies. If you wanna know why we do what we do, why tell ain't no lie. To tell you the truth, it's a natural high.
This week, we're going to be hunting our home turf, Mississippi river bottom country. I'm going to be bow hunting, and then we're going to get out the big old boomsticks. And we're going to be hunting with Brad, Chris, and Kevin. Hunting the Mississippi Delta this time of year during the pre-rut is a great time to call. We're hunting the edges of food plots and cutovers where they meet the swamps and hardwood bottoms, 'cause that's where these bucks like to hang out.
We came in the back way. This is a long field, wheat field. Got wheat and oats and clover in here. And that's a big cutover right there. And we hope they're gonna come out of that cutover. We're gonna call them up and kill a big one. Let's go.
In this part of Mississippi, it's the pre-rut, which is the perfect time to do a little calling. It wasn't but just a few minutes after we called that we had a buck show up.
You grunt, he pulled him right out of that cuddle.
Well, Dad woke him up, and then he came, and those does down there.
Yeah.
Did you video those does?
Oh, yeah.
He wanted to go to them, and I kept playing with him. I didn't want to run him off. And Johnny, he started walking that way, and that's when I did all that calling. I had ranged a hole that I had. If you could see what I've got, I got your backpack. I got my quiver that I had to push out of the way. I got my bow hanger that I had to swing out of the way. And I had one hole, and it was 29.5 yards. And I said, if he makes it there, and then he started, I said, oh my gosh, he's going to jump the log. And my hole was at the log. If he jumped the log, I had no shot. So I went just out this way just a little bit more, and I got it by a couple of limbs, and I mean, it smoked it.
Look, I had no idea. When you said man, I was like, oh Lord, what's going on?
That's what you call a beautiful 8-point buck. That's a pretty 8-point. Yay! Man.
I tell you what, when you said man, I was like, oh, he's fixing to do something.
Well, after being on the road all fall, it's good to be back in Mississippi hunting some home turf. Brad had dropped me off at the stand, and while I was getting everything ready, the camera and tripod, and opening the windows to the blind, a doe come running out of the CRP, headed across this cut soybean field, and guess what was right behind her?
I just got in the stand. Brad went and parked the truck, and I saw a doe run across the field, and a buck came out. She went across that field right there, and he went behind her, and then he was coming back. A doe just ran across the field with a buck chasing her, and then the buck came back out. That far. Yeah, come on. Hey, okay, there, yeah. He's going across the field.
If you're wondering why Brad is not shooting, it's because he forgot to close the bolt. Hopefully, Brad can get a shot before this buck crosses the field.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm on it.
Man. That is a flash hunt. I was getting in the blind. Give me that big buck. Get ready. I still have my gun in the case.
Hey, you were gonna shoot him and didn't have your gun loaded?
Well, when he came out, what I had done is I eased the shell in there, and then he looked up, and I had left it bolted like that. I didn't have it closed. I mean, we just dropped Chris and Jordan off, and I looked at him, and it's a big, mature 8-point. And parking the truck, come around the corner, and Kevin's going, buck, right there.
It's like 3 o'clock.
I mean, he was in shooting range. I snuck in the blind. He stopped, looked, got my gun out, loaded it, pulled the window down, and shot him. I stopped him a couple times, and he kept looking back. But how cool is that on Mississippi home buck?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Mississippi 8 right there. I'll take that. And my 43-second hunt we had. Pretty deer. Pretty deer. I'll take it, buddy. Look at that. That's where the bullet come out right there. Went in right there on the other side. All right. Never gets old, does it? Ain't no doubt.
Welcome to this week's Primos Minute.
18 years ago, we revolutionized deer calling with the can.
And it's still killing big bucks today.
The can comes in 4 different sizes for any hunting situation.
The great big can, which is great for long range calling or windy days. The long can for a more intense and pleading bleat.
The original can perfectly reproduces no extra sounds. Little can for early season hunting.
All 4 cans are small and easy to use and can be effective in all phases of the rut.
You simply turn it over and reach for your gun or bow.
They love that can. And so do I.
Man, I don't know how they get a deer in that little can.
Me either. But as good as it sounds, it's got to be one in there.
Well, that's your Primos Minute for this week.
And that's how we speak the language.
Well, this next hunt coming up is a hunt where a double bull blind was a must. Jordan and I found some deer coming out of a big thick area of just grass and sawbriars, coming across a lane going into some acorn trees to feed at night. So we couldn't find a tree to put a stand in, so we got our double bulls, popped it up on the edge of this grass field, and as soon as we sat down, we already had deer coming out in front of us.
What we did today is we came in here to this big grass field, I guess you'd call it, and popped up a double bull, tucked it in good. We got a row of oak trees right here. Deer just pounding the acorns. These deer cross back and forth right here, coming out of the thicket, going to acorns, you know, back and forth. Last effort. Front coming in, gonna rain tomorrow. Cold front coming in this weekend in a couple of days. So maybe we'll get it done today. I sure would like to shoot one. Buzzing crossing right there. Too worried about a buck coming behind me. I'm on a quick draw. That man, they come across here and they get me. I might have to keep my gun on the go. All right, I'm on him. Got it. Yep. Did I miss him? No, you hit him. Did I? I hope so. I hit it right there, squeezed. Did I hit him?
Oh, yeah. Good job.
I mean, I tried to. It kicked up. I couldn't tell. He wheeled, though. I can't believe he wheeled. I had it right behind the shoulder.
It looked like you hit him right in the lungs.
Pretty 8-point. That's a big bruise up his big chest on it.
Good job.
I can't believe that.
Man. That's awesome.
Well, we're set up about 500 yards from where Chris is sitting, but we're both set up kind of in the same type deal. These bucks are chasing hard in Mississippi right now, and they're pushing the does into this big CRP field. So we set up just like Chris has, trying to catch these bucks crossing this lane.
This afternoon we're set up. There's a huge CRP field right here to the west of us, in a big block of timber right here. And you can see all the way down this old road right here, oak trees just hanging over the road. And this year in Mississippi, we haven't had much rain. And these oak trees have acorns everywhere. And these deer are hitting them pretty hard, so instead of getting in there in the woods, hunting a ridge in a tree stand, we're in a ground blind. Gonna catch them coming from the bedding, going to the feeding. We got our gun today. It's the Z7 by Thompson Center, 308.
You got a bunch of pins on it, don't you?
Yeah, I got a lot of pins on this one. You see the last big oak tree right here, about 200 yards on our left?
Where the point is?
Yeah, right there where that squirrel's barking. I see a deer in there, but I can't tell. I just see. Woods? Yeah, it's in the woods. I can just see the body of it moving around. It's on the other side of that fence road. It's a buck. You just step out. Just step out. Oh, yeah. He's going across. I'm just digging his shoe.
After Kevin called, it wasn't but just a minute when this buck pops back out of the CRP looking for the source of the grunting. He's going to end up right in front of Kevin.
Biggest broadside, you just shoot, okay?
Right there.
I got it. There you go.
Hit him.
You got it.
Huh?
You smoked.
You think?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You smoked him up. Good job. Good job. Nice play.
Hey.
You sure did it.
Yeah.
Well, here it is late season. It's the time of year that the whole Primos team looks forward to every year. I mean, it's the time that we all get to just come back home and join the same camp with each other and just have a blast. And the cool thing is, no matter if you actually get the buck down or not, we all get to join in on the fun and go get him out.
Hey, man, you got a double today. About 10 seconds apart.
Yes, sir. Let me put my gun down over here. Hey, what y'all think about it?
I think you did good.
Look at that. I think he's 4. That's what we was thinking, wasn't it, Jordan? I was like, he was quick to...
What he is. He's 4. Good job.
Hey, you dang right he's coming.
Man, that was fun, boy.
He's a year older, maybe.
That's a good deer.
Thank you. Get some luck on this place, though. Good luck.
Golly. Kevin, he's already got some mass on him.
Ain't nothing like a hometown buck. He's a Mississippi buck.
That's unreal.
That's a fine deer.
He's
Yeah.
a garden.
Good job, brother.
Yeah.
Holy moly! Y'all done had you a little partaking of the sport.
Hey, you can't turn a bunch of rednecks loose with some rifles weird.
Look at y'all! Look at y'all! Woo! That's a pretty boy there. Heavy. All right. Look at that big old 4.5. 4.5's good. Well,
Hey. Thank you, sir.
yeah, man. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for being with us on The Truth and sharing with us what we love and cherish so much, this great sport of hunting. Join us again as we continue the tradition of hunting and just living the outdoor lifestyle. God willing, we'll see you next week.
Closed captioning provided by Primos Truth Cams. Visit primos.com for all hunting calls, truth DVDs, and new products. Theme music for Truth About Hunting performed by Crossin' Dixon.
Why telling no lie? To tell you the truth, it's a natural.